Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to this week's call here. We're very excited to give you some information and some updates to this. Are we now? Maybe we're going. Well, here we are with the technical stuff. Once again, want to welcome all of you. I've seen here in the list of people who are signing in, and we still got people coming in, that there are a lot of people literally from around the world. We have a lot from our very appreciated leadership here, and one of them is none other than our ambassador 3-star George, that just wrote me, sound is good. Now, I also see that we have great participation from our Chinese community. They are great leaders and greatly appreciated. We got people from Europe. We got people coming in from other places in Asia, and even Latin America is locked in here. I also see some African people. Good to know. Good to know. So again, this leadership group here is to make sure that you guys are given the information relative to your business. What is going on? What is happening? And sometimes it will also serve as a little bit of a reminder. So to make sure that we're all in line and that everyone understands what is it that actually drives value in my business? What is it that makes this business so unique? And what is it that I need to focus on? And today I'm joined with by Raj, which is an awesome asset to the team. I mean, you've all heard him, and you all heard his powerful voice. Raj, can you hear us?
Absolutely, Jens, loud and clear.
Ah, very good, very good. Can we go to next slide, please? Because I still got 2 more to cover before we got to hear from you. So today we're going to talk to you about a company update, and we're going to talk also about the business model. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with that in hopes to clarify a little bit of more of what really is your role, what is the value as an individual, as a part of a network for you. And we can just click away through the slide here. There's also going to be some updates on products. And you all know the products. There's the Metaverse, there's the Mixter going on, and you also are going to hear about promotions relative to these products. And there are 2 current promotions that we're going to announce today. And one of them is Metaverse, which Raj will cover. I'm going to come in and talk a little bit about Moonbirdie, which is a product that, and it's not just a product, it's a project that was launched a few months ago that is really starting to begin to spread its wings to show what it all will become. Because one of the things that we often fail is to understand where are the companies really moving towards. And if we fail to do that, here's what happens. We fail to understand what is it that needs to happen before the company can really fulfill its full vision and its full potential. So, but when we understand more, when we have more transparency, when we have better appreciation for perspective, we also have a better understanding of what is needed from us right now. And this is some of the things that we hope to be continuing to give you through these calls. Now, we're also going to have an announcement relative to the Picks leaderboard and the spinner winners. That is going to come through the very end of it. Now, I can tell you that the next voice is going to be not as tweaky as mine. It's going to be one of power. This young man is someone who really comes in with great energy. He's despite a young age, an extremely skilled and also experienced gentleman in the industry. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's late night. It doesn't matter if it's early morning or if it's weekend. He is always there to pick up the phone. He's the guy who always steps up. When you sometimes leaders are calling and trying to figure out things, I'm telling you, the pressure you apply on him, he applies it 10 times on the organization, because he really wants to do the best to give you the best and the most qualified answers. So he is truly a man of the field, and he is really your friend. He's a guy that really puts your priorities as his own. And yeah, Raj, go ahead, man. Tell us what's going on with the company.
Thank you so much, Jens, and a very, very good evening, good morning to all of the Power Pack leader and the teams here present. Before we started this leadership group call, I was on a call with the team from Kenya, and trust me, the spirits are really amazing there. I am here at Dubai office, and like Jens had mentioned, we advocate your behalf. Basically, I am the one putting forth everything that comes right from you, directly from you to the management, and ensure that we do give a really nice and great insights for better performance and definitely the areas of improvement. When it comes to company update, trust me, it is amazing and spectacular when I tell you that there's something really great that is planned for this month. Just have to stay there. You just have to be there and just keep looking, because we will be announcing something really magnificent that would be treasured by each and every one of you. As far as another company update is concerned, we identified the IT team here had identified a couple of issues in a very, very, very few accounts with respect to the max payout. Let me tell you, the entire recalculation of max payout has been done. The RP and the BP log is now fixed and will reflect from tomorrow in a couple of accounts. There are not many, again, a very few limited accounts which we had identified and the IT came over, and we have made the solution for it. And you would be seeing the fix of it from tomorrow. That would be reflecting in your back office, and you'd be seeing how exactly, because we had this feedback from a couple of leaders. We then went ahead, identified the bugs, the fixes, and we ensured that we actually give the right resolution to it. And we have done this in I would say the minimum time being as much as we could, because we have 50 million members, and with such a huge number, it becomes really tough. However, the IT team here did that, and that's really appreciable. Also, adding on to what I said, please ensure that you tune in for all the ALGs to come, because you would be hearing something really amazing, fascinating, that is all for the success of your business, for the growth of each and every member of your team, the entire business builder fraternity, the entire leaders, and the entire entrepreneurs that are here with us. This was what was with the company updates. Moving on to the amazing business model, I would now like to hand it over back to you, Jens. No one explains it better than you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, if we can just click through, so we have all of the images there. I think another one comes here. Yes, thank you so much. So the reason why I wanted to take you through this today is to really have an appreciation of not only how the business model works, but also, you know, what are the functionalities of each of the entities, and what is the uniqueness? What is the real, you know, what is that creates the X factor? What is it, in other words, that holds the real value here? So during Christmas, this was basically launched, and you saw how Verdelo went in, where now is attached to the whole basically business model, the overall concept. So it says Verdelo is a growth enabler. It's an investment company. Now Verdelo has high skilled people that are sorting and scouting for products and services that could be interesting to invest in. And that's the first part of the process. So they are looking for highly scalable businesses that have a uniqueness to them, so that they are able to not just, you know, take them where they are today, but really take them from where they are today into fulfilling their full potential. One of the steps of, you know, the next steps in the process is an assessment. And it's another assessment where they assess how could we influence these companies? Only through money as an investment, or could we potentially even connect them to the crowd? And once they're selected for the crowd, then that means they are basically on the way to enter into your portfolio. But before they go to your portfolio, there's a lot of processes that still needs to be made. See, after the financial aspect of things, there are things as legal setup of the different entities. There is a support that needs to be able to follow the company as the company grows, and that's where ICT comes in, where it really has all of its professional services, and they are really adopting companies. What I mean with that is, if you imagine a new company coming in to receive support, there's a time where the company needs to get to know this new company that is coming in basically as a client to ICT. And it starts the process of supporting the company where it is, but that's not where ICT stops. ICT also adds its experience and its skills from other projects to make sure that every single business that comes to ICT is optimized. It is optimized for Crowd1. And when we talk about Crowd1, we're talking about you guys. And I want to come back to that because I want to finish off with that. Basically, after ICT has been working with everything, it goes into the crowd where it reaches a global audience. Now, the power of the global audience is really this, that you get to try out your business. When I say try out, it doesn't mean that the crowd is like guinea pigs, but it basically is a much more informed tryout. Why? Every business will at one point in time be preparing itself to go to the market. And once it is going into the market and preparation is over, the market will tell the business what it thinks about its products and its services. Now, if you are well prepared, you are more likely to have success. But it doesn't matter how well prepared you are, you will still find that the market will find holes, will find things that it's missing. You will still have to adapt to the market in a massive way. And that is costing momentum for companies. That is often costing them crucial time and money. And that is time and money that not all companies really have. But once it's in the public market, it's also ready to now really go out and bloom in a big, big way. Now, if you look at this business model here, I'm here to let you know there are other investment companies than Verdelo. There are also other services companies that could perform similar services as ICT. Now, ICT has a specialty when it comes to working with the crowd, but still, that is a more base service. This business model, for most people out there, is exactly the same, but the difference is, you guessed it, the crowd. Now, the crowd functions not just as customers to the product. The crowd actually becomes business partners of any business out there. And I think, everyone on this course certainly has a business mind, and you should see yourself as entrepreneurs that are grooming, that are preparing, that are fine-tuning businesses to ensure a better success into the public market. Because once it's gone through the crowd, the customer support will be a lot better. Once it's gone through the crowd, the data that comes back from how the website works is a lot better. Basically, the crowd, like I said, is grooming it. Now, here's the trick and the key with the crowd that most businesses out there don't understand yet, but you do. And this is one of the things that you really got to be able to share with people. When you are an individual, you have an area of influence. You are a micro-influencer. Now, a micro-influencer will never touch more than maybe 30 to 50 people, really with a great impact. But the impact that you have within that small space is second to none. really effective area of influence and that you are able to scale it. What I mean is, it is when you are connecting to each other, it is when you're building a network that the real value here comes. Because when you are building a network, when you are connected to each other, when you stand strong, you are becoming a force of marketing that no AI can copy. You're becoming a force of marketing that no other function can replace. Why? Because you are actually real live people who understands what they need to do, and you are not one individual that is overly pumped and hyped and covering the opinion of thousands of people. No, no, no. This is real influence because these are real people. And when you look at your team today, you need to understand that that implicates it's your team is your infrastructure. And infrastructure is the number one commodity in the world today. You take any big business and you take away the infrastructure, there's basically nothing left. If you're a big business or you have a product and you want to market it in a country, let's say it's a grocery product, you are looking for the biggest infrastructure, meaning you're looking for the biggest chain of grocery stores there because they can take your product to most people. In other words, you are building a full chain of information, a full chain of experience, a full chain of customers. Make sure you don't break the chain. In order to stick together and understand this, it needs to be taught. So bring that uniqueness to your teams as you're talking to them. Make sure that it shines through on your business presentations, because it is in sticking together that the dynamics and the real magic occurs in this model. Now, Raj, I know you have a lot more updates for us. This was all for me on the business model here.
Thank you so much, Jens. Very beautifully elaborated, articulated, and interweaved. And now we know the strengths. Of course, with the business model or the plan that generally people call it, product is also one of the most important aspects. In fact, I had been to a couple of meetings with most of you leaders here, and we just spoke about 3 Ps that are really important in this opportunity. The 3 P. The 3 Ps are people, like just now Jens had mentioned. People, product, and the plan. And when you are able to interweave these 3 Ps together, people, product, and plan, you can efficiently do the STP. And by STP, I mean to say, share the product, show the plan. Show the plan, share the product, STP. And when you are able to show the plan, then comes about the information on product. Show the product, share the product. And when we talk about the product, undoubtedly, we have some amazing updates on Metaverse that you've been listening, and I'm sure, and I know for a fact, that most of you are looking forward to have even more detailed information on this. I did get a couple of questions with respect to the back office that shows various cards there, the event card, management card. And in fact, I was also speaking to a few markets and the market leader who said that they are yet to get more information. We have not released any information. Whatever is there is what is there. However, with respect to Metaverse, we would be having more information very soon. As we say soon, these are all strategically planned, like I had mentioned previously as well. The best thing about I would now like to share is we have around 1.5 million users in the first 300 hours. And trust me, this has bet all the records in the metaverse world. This has happened because of you. You were the ones to do the STP, which is show the plan, and the STP, which is share the product. And you've got this amazing numbers right for you. We would be having more information, which would be coming up. However, just to reiterate with respect to the Metaverse update, you need to know the 150% additional extra VO ended. And this week, we would be getting 125% extra. So here's another chance that most of the people might have missed in getting the 150% for themselves. But now there's another chance of 125% extra exclusive free virtuals when you buy any Metaverse package that you purchase. This is something that we tend to ensure that people in your team, be it active, be it inactive members, whosoever they may be, or even for that matter, the new sponsorings, the new joinees in your team, they are aware of this amazing fact. All of you know by now, and I'm sure you all would have by hearted the 4 packages that are available here: the startup, scale up, powerhouse, and the unicorn. And this is exclusively during the pre-launch phase. We had also added the unicorn add-on pack. This was basically to ease the transactions in a couple of countries, unfortunately, because of which most of the people were not able to pay the 9,999 euro because of certain technical or regulations of the payment modules in their respective markets. However, we made this change in order to ensure that most of you get the maximum benefit of it. Undoubtedly, you can add on the unicorn package as much as you want, which means after you become a unicorn, after you purchase the unicorn or upgrade to the unicorn, you can add the add-on as much as you can or as much as you want to, giving you additional virtual options and the BPs. And of course, securing your position in the meta stream as well. We have the amazing Metaverse dashboard in your back office that's all ready and done there, which you, I'm sure by now would have seen it. My only suggestion would be just do not log into the website just to claim your LP. Please ensure that you actually go there. There are so many things that you can probably have a look onto. We have various FAQs mentioned there in the product info section of Metaverse, which talks more about what Metaverse is. There are a couple of questions there, which probably, I'm sure by now you would have definitely read through. If not, it would be really important for you to read through those FAQs, because at the end of the day, these are all there to ensure the ease of doing business. This was what we had in terms of the Metaverse product update for now, but I know the enthusiasm and the curiosity is way, way, way much above that. And we will be shortly, in a very short span of time and in a couple of days rather, we'll be sharing more glimpses on Metaverse. When we talk about the promotions, not to forget, we have the Metaverse promotion going on at this point in time, which is 125% virtual options, which is available until the 12th of June, which is Sunday, 23 hours and 59 CET. 100% rank booster. This had exclusively been extended until the 15th of June, 2 p.m. CET. And of course, as you know, all Metaverse packages include BP during the entire pre-launch phase. Well, since we spoke about STP, which is share the product, here comes one of the amazing products that I would like Jens to take over from, and he would give you an amazing detailed explanation on that. Jens, over to you again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now listen, the Moonbirdie project, and we can already go to the next slide here, Raj, is a project that you are going to get to know a lot better. Now, first of all, we need to tell you that the vouchers have been rolled out. So make sure you go in and you get registered on Moonbirdie and start receiving the news that you're getting in there. It is to keep you updated on the latest developments. It is to take out noise. And that might be one of the most important things with Moonbirdie. See, the world is moving into a world of blockchain. It doesn't really matter what we are going to do in future. It will be blockchain related. Why? Because blockchain is something that administrates a lot of things at one time, and it doesn't make any mistakes. A blockchain is a little bit like your calculator. If you have a calculator and you start calculating on it, your calculator can calculate the most difficult things for you. But here's one thing your calculator cannot do. It cannot calculate wrong because it has been limited to do all of the right things. It has been programmed to give you the right and the proper results. Now that makes you trust your calculator. And the same way people can trust a blockchain, which basically means every project, every area of administration, when it runs on a blockchain, it is transparent to everyone. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is when something is transparent to everyone, it's something everyone can trust. It's no longer an individual. It's no longer a person. It's no longer an entity. It is actually a set of rules that is running. As we are looking at Moonbirdie, we need to realize that this is what's happening for the future. And we are in a position where we need to, can you still hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, the phone rang, so I got away from that. So we're in a position where we can inform people about this. Now, still a vast majority of the world out there don't know what blockchain is. They don't know what cryptocurrency is. They don't know all of the opportunity that comes with it. The goal of Moonbirdie is to make sure that people get a safe journey from the fiat world into the blockchain space, while giving them some cool and some real information that's not based on hype. By taking away the noise and the drama, you can actually have some information that you can trust, some information that you can track. Because what Moonbirdie does is it really examines the whole market and it brings it together in a report for you. But this is just the beginning of where Moonbirdie is going. You will see over the next weeks and months how Moonbirdie is really going to unfold its wings and its potential. Because in becoming a community, way more than just a newsletter, it's becoming a community. You're going to see how Moonbirdie is going to be playing a more and more powerful and more important role in the crypto space. Moonbirdie will become a standard by which projects can measure itself. Moonbirdie will report on projects that are not run the right way. Moonbirdie will become a platform where projects, future projects, will come to and seek the endorsement of the Moonbirdie community for their projects. What does that mean? It simply means that they will come to you, they will come to your neighbor, they will come to your friends, they will come to your organization because you are on the platform. And that will enable you to be in a position of power, but not power for the sake of power, but a power based on knowledge, based on education, based on safety in the transition of all of this. So Moonbirdie is really something that you need to see, not for what it is today, but where it is unfolding to. You're going to experience a universe in there where multiple streams of income will really come to you and into your existing business. Now, if you take the next slide, please. We have a summer promotion. It's got a message here, sorry. And this summer promotion is something that I really think you should take to heart, because you are going to have the Moonbirdie at an unbeatable price of 69 euros for existing package holders. Now, you will have a BP of 20 in this. That's the direct reward that will come into your organization, into your teams. But the secondary, and what I believe to be the way more important part, is that you are letting Moonbirdie educate your entire team on what is coming. Now, if you have a team that is elevated, from 1 to 10, it starts elevating from a 1 to a 2, elevating from a 2 to a 3 and a 4. If you have a team that's educated like that and elevated in knowledge, just imagine how your team will receive any future opportunities. Again, your team is your infrastructure. If your infrastructure is informed, if your infrastructure is knowledgeable, if your infrastructure is capable, then your level of opportunity will, grow and explode proportionally with that. So again, the Moonbirdie thing here is something you really want to look out for. It's something that I am very, very excited to follow closely. I just came from a meeting with Reto, and I'm telling you, they are on this all the time. And the things that they are talking about already now, we cannot share with you, but this is really going strong places. So be sure to look out for the summer promotion of that one. Let's take the next one, Raj.
All right, so thank you, Jens, and a pretty brief update on Moonbirdie. Undoubtedly, there are again lots of curiosity hovering around in terms of how this Moonbirdie is going to help. How is it better? And I'm sure most of you would have got the clarity in terms of the product itself. Now, coming on to the announcements, it's really important that we once again reiterate, like we did in the last call. We had announced the top 10 Planet IX leaderboard spinner winners, and I have personally gone ahead and spoken to most of them. However, a couple of them were still not reachable. So my sincere advice would be to please log on to the website and check the entire 250 winners list, which is there announced on the Planet IX category. If you're a winner, you should definitely ensure that you check the leaderboard out now. For the top 10 winners, the first winner gets a trip to Maldives, and from 2nd until the 10th position winners, they get a luxurious trip to Dubai and with a lot of more things. However, the process is that you need to contact the support if you are the winner. And of course, all those top 10, I have personally gone ahead, spoken to them. I believe 2 of them were still not reachable. So it'll be great if you just see the name, and if probably they're from your team, they're from your network, they're from your downline, please let them know about their amazing chances of coming over to Dubai. So this was all what we had for this week's ALG, or rather, now we call it as the leadership group meeting call, exclusively for all the managers and above. Here, I would also like to reiterate that please ensure each and every manager in your team, managers and above, they actually become a part of the group that we have exclusively on Telegram, so that they receive all the information out there, because we keep posting everything out there as and when we get it. So I hope you have a great week ahead. Have an amazing day ahead. Have a really productive and a strong business goal day ahead and in the weeks to come. So I will be seeing you all next week again on Wednesday for the leadership group meeting. Thank you so much for tuning in from the respective time zones where you are. Have a great and amazing day. Take care. Thank you.